God has given you one face, and you make yourself on it. There is a tide in the affairs of men, which taken at the flood, leads on to fortune. Amid it, all the voyage of their life is bound in shallows, and in miseries. On such a full sea are we now afloat, and we must take the current when it serves, or lose our ventures. Better 3 hours too soon than a minute too late. Our doubts are traitors, and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. I say there is no darkness but ignorance. Ignorance is the curse of God. Knowledge is the wing wherewith we fly to heaven.
Pleasure and action make the hours seem short.
Wisely and slow they stumble that run fast. Talking isn't doing. It is a kind of good deed to say well, and yet words are not deeds. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones. Some rise by sin, and some by virtue fall. Be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and others have greatness thrust upon them. Things one are done, joy's soul lies in the doing. Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice. Fortune brings in some boats that are not steered. I hold the world but as the world, Gratiano, a stage where every man must play a part, and mine is a sad one. When words are scarce they are seldom spent in vain. We cannot conceive of matter being formed of nothing, since things require a seed to start from. Therefore there is not anything which returns to nothing, but all things return dissolved into their elements. No legacy is so rich as honesty. I were better to be eaten to death with the rust than to be scoured to nothing with perpetual motion. Reputation is an idle and most false supposition, oft got without merit, and lost without deserving. I like not fair terms and a villain's mind. So foul and fair a day I have not seen. Suit the action to the word to the action. How poor are they that have not patience? What wound did ever heal but by degrees? Things done well and with a care exempt themselves from fear. This above all to thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night the day. Thou canst not then be false to any man. It is not in the stars to hold our destiny but in ourselves. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. We know what we are, but not what we may be. If it be a sin to covet honor, I am the most offending soul. When we are born we cry that we are come to this great stage of fools. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. I had rather have a fool to make me merry, than experience to make me sad, and to travel for it too. Expectation is the root of all heartache. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. Give sorrow words. The grief that does not speak knits up the o'erwrought heart and bids it break. Words are easy, like the wind. Faithful friends are hard to find. Time and the hour run through the roughest day. O God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once. I wasted time, and now doth time waste me. Like as the waves make towards the pebbled shore, so do our minutes hasten to their end. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages.